Hello everybody, this is Tan Colbert with Colbert Tech Repair, and today, courtesy of RAIDMax, we have the Vampire Winterfall full-sized computer case. This was sent to me by RAIDMax as a review product. You can see here on the front, it's a full white design, 5 external drive bays. I'll turn it around here. Just to give you a little view, some of the specs before I get into it. It has fan speed controllers, USB 3.0, 2.0. It comes pre-installed with a 140mm in the rear and a 200 in the front, with a 120 in the side. And you can put two 120s in the top, a 140 or a 200. You can see the inside of the case here. It has radiator support. So let's just get into this big thing and see what we have. I already know what we have. It's going to be a box inside a box. That's what it always is. There we go. So, what we have is a box inside a box. Alright, so we found out we have a box inside a box. This came shipped to me via the Postal Service in a ass load of cellophane. The box itself looks like it wasn't really damaged. For it being the Postal Service, I'm very surprised. I have had very good luck with them though over UPS, having good shipments. Right, it is packed in hard foam. So it is packed. So it's packed in a thick foam. I wish they would use a softer foam. But it looks like we actually have no cracks in the styrofoam, which is very nice. We have a small crack. We have a small crack in the styrofoam over here, but it's no big deal. It comes in this nice little cover. Get it off the bottom here. All right, guys. So here we have it. This is the really heavy RAIDMax Vampire case. It came in a very nice little covering here that has RAIDMax's logo and website. Please feel free to go give them a shout out. Say Tan Colbert Tech Repair sent you, since they sent me this as a review. You can see here on the front of the case, we have a rubberized white paint. There are 5 external drive bays, which are protected by some mesh. On the side here, we have a nice big panel. I love side panels. Looks like it is going to be a smoked panel. It has room for 2 120mm fans. Here on the rear of the case, we have a 140mm fan in the bottom. And we have a place for your power supply here on the bottom with 10 expansion slots. And you have 4 rubberized grommets for whenever you want, if you want to do some water cooling. And the other side is a very plain white. It's a very nice finish. I really do like it. From here, we will move to the top. Alright guys, well, as you see here on the top, we have a nice big power button that you can see very easily with a reset button. We have 2 USB 2.0 ports, which are actually covered by dust covers, which are very nice. We have your mic and speaker ports, which are also covered. We have a RAIDMax logo, which is nice and shiny up there. And we also have 2 USB 3.0 headers on the top. Now here on the side of the case, which is something I have never seen before on a case, we have a hot swap drive for an SSD. If you look inside of there, you can see the SATA port and the power for an SSD. So you can actually slide an SSD right in there and get it supported, as far as I know. I have not tried it yet, but that's just what I think it's for. I have never seen that on a case to date, but I really like that feature. It's nice to have. If I can get that, there we go, back in there. It's good enough. Over here on this side, we have a fan controller, which has some sticky stuff on it. There we go. You can turn the fan controller on and off with this easy little switch here. You can change your fan speed from high to low with X speed. I believe this controls up to 3 fans. Let me check my notes here. Yes, it controls up to 3 fans. Here on the top, we have your support for your top fans and your radiator. This top piece does come off, which I will slide off right here. Just take out 2 thumb screws. This whole top piece slides right out, or excuse me, pops right off. You can see you have support here on the top for 2 120 millimeter fans, one 140 or one 200. And it also comes with full radiator support on top. Also, here in the top, we have a dust repelling mesh. I do not believe it has any sound deadening material, but it will help with your dust. We'll throw this back on top here. I really like the way this goes together. It's a very, very well put together case. Everything slides together very smoothly. Everything is actually going very well for a brand new case. The dimensions on the outside of the case is 590 millimeters tall, 250 millimeters wide, and 580 millimeters long. Now from here, we will move into the inside of the case. You have 2 thumb screws, like you do on most cases, to take off the side panel. And it does not swing open. Let's take off this cover here. You can see the really nice smoked screen here with 2 120 millimeter fan ports. I really love this. And it's very sturdy. There is zero flex. Zero flex in this. It's all steel. A few things did get jumbled around in here in shipping, but it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. They have no control over what happens during shipping, but you can see the inside of the case here. It's very, very nice and smooth. You have rubber grommets for excellent control or wire management here. This fits an ATX, a mini ATX, or a extended ATX boards. It is XL ATX compatible. The inside of the case dimensions is 390 millimeters by 265 by 330. It does have water cooling support. You can see here on the bottom there is a spot for a fan. I believe that is a 140. It's a 140 on the bottom. And here is your grill for your power supply, which also has its own dust guard to keep dust out of your system. I really like that. Everything is nice and clean in here. See, you have your easily swappable drives. They just pull right out. They are SSD compatible. You have easy switches here to insert or remove any optical drives or DVD drives you want to do. Just press these buttons and they pop right in and out. As I told you, there's grommets in here for very, very easy cable management. You have a support here to hold your motherboard in. Everything is lettered in here to where you should put your motherboard mounts whenever you decide to do so. Here you can see the rear rear PCI slots. There are 10 slots altogether. They are screwed in by the little thumb screws. Also, what I've noticed is they have sleeved their fan cable. It is a 3-pin, but it is black sleeved. So let's take off the back of the case. Aha, it's very nice, very nice. So, here in the back, you can see that the front fan is powered by a 4-pin Molex connector, which you can easily change out and put a Molex to regular fan connectors. Everything back here is fully secured with zip ties. I will check to make sure, but I believe that everything, yes, I love to see that, everything is individually sleeved. You have some external fan headers here. You have 3 external fan headers, which is very nice. You have your USB 3.0 cable that connects right into your motherboard to run your 2 top USB cables. You have some more external Molex, an external SATA cable, which that goes to your hot swappable SSD on the side. You can see there is a hole right in the back here that you can have easy access to the motherboard. And there's actually a lot of clearance back here for cable management. I'm actually very surprised in the quality of this case. This is the first RAIDMax case that I have ever actually used or did a review on. I'm loving all of the individually sleeved cables, all in black. I like that the USB is in blue to show you it is USB 3.0. If I had one thing to say about the case right now is that I wish that the front fan just came stock with a regular fan header, but like I said, that's easy. You can pick them up for like a nickel at any computer shop. You can get a Molex to 3 or 4 pin header very, very cheaply. So everything is individually sleeved, everything is ready to go. There is a bunch of places back here on the back to put zip ties for all of your cable management needs. You can see the grommets are very easy to go through. Everything passes through very smoothly. I'm going to zip tie all these back together until I need to use them. Well, then our little box here for accessories that was in the bottom of the driveway. You get your usual things. You get some zip ties. You actually get some grommets that you can snap your wires into place with some sticky stuff on the back to hold it on there. And you get some nice little Velcro straps for all of your cable management needs. It also comes with some motherboard risers and screws, some ODD, FDD, HDD screws, and some motherboard and 3.5-inch screws. It also comes with your user manual if you do not know how to install your motherboard. But I think I'm going to be using this case, so there might be a live stream going on here pretty soon on how to build your computer. Alright guys, well this has been Tan Colbert with Colbert Tech Repair with the RAIDMax Winterfall Vampire case. Thank you RAIDMax so much for sending this case to me. I hope we work again in the future. This is a very solid case. I have no complaints whatsoever. The only complaint I had was the front fan being a Molex connector. But other than that, it's a very solid case. I loved the smoke side panel with the 2 fans. I love the top grate. I just love everything about this case. The paint. It's perfect. This is going to be my next case. So if you're looking for a full-size case around the $100 to $150 mark, I would highly recommend the RAIDMax Vampire Nightfall case. This has been Tan Colbert with Colbert Tech Repair. I hope you enjoyed today's unboxing. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment down in the comments section below. You can find me here on YouTube. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Colbert Tech Repair. And you can find me on Twitter at TanColbert92. See you guys next time.